Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen Max Patterson. I'm the lead organizer for MedVR, an international nonprofit initiative to educate people in healthcare and technology to innovate with AR and VR in healthcare. MedVR is a moonshot. It is not a hackathon, but an ambitious educational initiative at scale. The MedVR Hackathon is a practicum for the measurement of our educational and innovative impact, but it's only a very, very small part. MedVR will create new innovation in education science. We'll educate teams of interdisciplinary healthcare innovators, and that will precipitate 100 original and relevant AR and VR prototypes each year. And we'll convene and grow a unique and diverse community that will bring both technical and healthcare professionals together. I won't go into too much detail here, but we have a wonderful mission to improve health with technology innovation. We will, as we've proved at the MIT Media Lab, that we have the ability to exceed diversity and inclusion norms. And the end goal of MedVR is to increase the AR and VR innovation talent pool through education and the exercise of building original prototypes. And will precipitate 100 high-quality healthcare AR and VR prototypes per year. And we'd also like to become an exchange point between innovators and regulators such as the FDA. The problem that we're addressing is one that's well known, but receives not enough attention. Innovative use of new technology lags its introduction. And there's a couple of good reasons for that. Firstly, at the beginning of a new technology cycle or a new technology rebirth of XR, academic research is very, very quick to pick up new technology in their labs, but very, very slow to add it to their curriculum, leaving a void in the talent pool of newly graduated students who have the skill to apply the technology. The new technology companies that produce these products see their role as a component supplier as compared to a solution supplier, which really limits the talent pool of AR and VR innovators and leaves it up to the institutions and enterprises to determine how to apply the technology in their field, and in this case healthcare. We've taken on the task of educating the community in the application of AR and VR, and will overcome this disparity in the talent pool in this way. This has spun out of the MIT Media Lab, where I ran the world's largest AR and VR hackathon, reality virtually, each year. And we were a significant innovation and education at scale event. We selected 460 participants from over 2,000 applications. These formed over 5 days, over 100 teams, and supplied over 100 project submissions. We exceeded social diversity norms for technology by a great deal. We were 40% women. We had a significant number of non-binary people, as well as representatives of 36 races and countries of origin that attended. We also, because this was by application, had good control over the functional diversity. So we had a good balance of designers, developers, engineers, sound engineers, graphics artists, storytellers, and all the specialized talent that you need to successfully build an AR or VR prototype on these themes. Over the years, though, the project relevancy started to drift, and we started to shift our focus and look for a theme that would allow us to improve the relevance, how applicable the prototypes were to be used after they were completed. It's the way we measured relevance. We looked at entertainment, visited LA many times, working with the universities there as well as the studios. And we also looked at gaming as the next potential. But these two fields were very dependent upon an exponential growth in headsets. And while they will be very, very large businesses at some point in the future, they're not ready for immediate investment. Two colleagues from Boston Children's Hospital invited me to attend the virtual medicine conference at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles, one of the best conferences in the field of healthcare and XR. It's led by Dr. Burkhead and Dr. Spiegel from Cedars-Sinai. And there I found very, very high relevancy because of the natural evidence-based discipline of healthcare and the crystal clear problem sets on which the XR applications were based. After the conference, when we returned to Boston, we sent out a query to our community worldwide, and whether or not they were interested in shifting the attention to AR and VR in healthcare. And we got a resounding response from all of the medical schools in Boston, as well as many of the leading hospitals in Boston, as well as Cedars-Sinai and in Heidelberg. We also won the support of the Virtual Medicine Conference and the SAIL Lab at Massachusetts General Hospital. The SAIL Lab being the lab that focuses on AI and spatial computing. The University of Heidelberg also has been a very, very important partner, as well as the Heidelberg Technology Incubator. So this was the response we were looking for, and sought a university as our major partner, and found the Northeastern University College of Arts, Media and Design as our host. So when you start, you should on a project, you should figure out how you're going to measure success. And the success isn't the end of the hackathon practicum when we take our community to build to apply what they've learned and build a prototype. That's when it begins. We'll measure the number of projects that continue in development, that are incubated, that receive research funding, that receive commercial funding, and how we impact participants' careers. We didn't do this with discipline at the MIT Media Lab. We did it with anecdotal tracking, just based upon the people we had gotten to know. For instance, I can tell you that PTC bought Waypoint Labs that grew from the hackathon, and the management team of Waypoint Labs leads their AR team. that we put 5 people into Google's development lab, 2 into Industrial Light and Magic, 2 into Magic Leap. But we can't tell you the entire impact which we want to change. We will do this with regimen and discipline over the years with MedVR. Our path to success is to teach AR and VR innovation to healthcare tech professionals and students, to convene the community now in bi-weekly expert webinars about innovation. You can find them on our website, medvr.io, where the talks are recorded and the upcoming talks are listed. And you can find out when the next talk will be. We will implement an extensive curriculum in 2021 that will be sponsored by employers and industry, and will be free to the attendees. And we'll hold a practicum in 2021, probably online given COVID, to measure the impact we have with with innovation and education. This is an example of a typical webinar. It is a panel on the future of spatial computing. Irina Cronin is the moderator. She is the author of The Infinite Retina. Also Oceanus Vow, a professor of neurology at Tufts University and a practitioner in the Boston area. Julie Lemoyne, who is finishing her PhD at the University of Dublin and is an accomplished technologist, starting her career building the encrypted communication systems for the space shuttle, and having 15 years of experience building virtual worlds. Andrea Kim from the FDA has done very important research in standardizing the application of VR in healthcare, and has authored papers on the topic. The curriculum, too complex for a talk of this length, other than to give you a short overview. The curriculum will follow the product cycle, where we'll teach research and ideation, design and innovation, and development and deployment. It is focused to meet the needs of both healthcare professionals and students, and technical professionals and students. And it is to teach people what they need to know to work together in interdisciplinary teams and produce a prototype. We will measure the impact of the education based upon how the teams perform, not how individuals perform, because that's not the way that innovation is accomplished. Our goal is to measure the innovation in AR and VR in healthcare, and we'll measure the results that the teams produce. This was put together by Vangelis Limparaitis, who's on the faculty of the University of Southern California's engineering school, who spent 3 years as the lead designer at Applied VR. So it's well thought out. So from here, if you'd like to be part of MedVR, we'd like you to join us. You can reach me, Stephen, at medvr.io. We'd love to have you as an active member or an attendee, or simply a supporter that wants to connect your XR community with ours. That is one of our most important tasks, is to reach out and connect and inform the already organized XR communities in the world at universities and in public life, and at large institutions and at enterprises. So please, we'd love to connect with your community. If you'd like to take an active role to sponsor the event, educate or mentor, or if you'd just like to attend the educational series, please join us. You can visit and subscribe at medvr.io, or you can follow us on Twitter or LinkedIn. I look forward to any questions that you might have, and I hope we have a chance to talk very soon. Thank you.